Hold on tight, silver and blue faithful, because today's news out of Dallas is absolutely explosive. I'm Ethan Carter, and I've got some insider info that's shaking the very core of the Cowboys organization. This isn't idle gossip, and it's not some clickbait rumor. You're about to hear about real, heavy developments involving one of our defensive superstars. A surprise roster addition no one expected, and some hot trade speculation that could dramatically shift the offense. On top of all that, a rookie's health is now in question, and for a team with championship aspirations, every detail matters. If you love raw, unfiltered breakdowns like this, make sure you hit subscribe, ring the bell, and join the Silver and Blue Brotherhood, because this is where we live and breathe Cowboys football every single day. The biggest shocker hitting the headlines is the Micah Parsons saga. Cowboys Nation, buckle up, because this is officially a full-blown drama. Parsons, the defensive powerhouse who has defined this team for the last 4 years, has requested a trade. According to Adam Schefter, this is no ordinary contract disagreement. Things have gotten personal. And let's be clear, we're talking about a player who has been a monster since day one, putting up double-digit sacks in 4 straight seasons, consistently earning Pro Bowl nods and DPOY consideration. The sticking point? Money. Parsons is looking for a deal comparable to Myles Garrett's 4 years, $160 million. The Cowboys front office is standing firm, which has led to a standoff. He hasn't practiced, he hasn't played in either of the first 2 preseason games, and the vibe around Oxnard is tense, to say the least. Jerry Jones is trying to play it cool, insisting it's beneficial to have Parsons absorbing the playbook, but insiders say the relationship is deteriorating quickly. Fans are losing patience, and rightfully so, because without Parsons, the defense loses its anchor. Even more concerning? The Cowboys haven't even explored trade options yet, which means the standoff could drag on into Week 1 against the Eagles. Imagine starting the season without your premier pass rusher. The thought alone is enough to make fans sweat. Past precedents, like Chris Jones holding out last year, suggest these things can work out, but this feels different. Ego has entered the equation, and when that happens, it rarely ends smoothly. Meanwhile, Dallas isn't sitting still. They just pulled off a surprising signing that could help stabilize the secondary, Michael Ojemudia. Some of you might remember him a 3rd-round pick by the Broncos in 2020. He started 11 games in his rookie season, racking up 62 tackles, forcing 4 fumbles, and breaking up 6 passes. After that promising start, Ojemudia's career became a roller coaster, bouncing from Denver to Chicago under Matt Eberflus, who, as you know, is now our defensive coordinator, then onto the Rams and Cardinals, never quite finding a stable role. It wasn't until his time in the UFFL with the DC Defenders that he regained his groove, helping the team win a championship. A championship might not tell the whole story, but it proves he can compete at a high level and is in game shape. Why does this move make sense for Dallas? First, the Cowboys' secondary has been decimated by injuries throughout training camp. Every week, another name pops up on the injury report, and the coaching staff needs depth, someone who can rotate, give starters rest, and maintain the quality of practice reps. Second, Ojemudia already has familiarity with the system under Eberflus, which shortens the learning curve and makes him a valuable addition, even if it's just a rotational piece. Nobody is suggesting he's here to be a star. This is a grinded-out, depth-oriented signing. But depth matters, and in situations like these, sometimes unexpected contributors emerge as season-defining pieces. And while the secondary gets bolstered, rumors are swirling on the offensive side of the ball too. One name that keeps popping up is Washington running back Brian Robinson Jr. after missing the last preseason game. Speculation about his availability is rampant. Insider Mike Garofalo has fueled these rumors, and with Washington seemingly committed to rising star Jackery, Krosky Merritt, and Austin Eckler in a more receiving-heavy role, Robinson is suddenly expendable. For Dallas, whose ground game has struggled in recent years, Javonte Williams has averaged just 3.63.7 yards per carry. Robinson represents a potential low-risk upgrade. He's not a superstar, but he's durable, physical, and could bring immediate stability to a backfield full of question marks. Some speculate Dallas could snag him for as little as a 2027 seventh-round pick, or even for free if Washington cuts him. Speaking of the backfield, there's also concern about rookie Jaden Blue. He was expected to make an immediate impact, but a training camp ankle injury has delayed his debut. Coach Brian Schottenheimer reported on Monday that Blue is trending in the right direction and could play against the Falcons this Friday. Even a minor injury in Dallas backfield circles is a red flag, considering the uncertainty surrounding Williams and other depth options. Blue has the potential to be a solid number 2 back, provide rest for the starter, and change the tempo of games. But missing reps during preseason slows his development and chemistry with the offensive line. Cowboys fans are watching every carry with bated breath. If Blue performs, optimism skyrockets. If not, pressure on the front office intensifies immediately. So where does all this leave the Cowboys? On one hand, there's the defensive drama with Parsons threatening to destabilize the unit. On the other, reinforcements like Ojemudia and possible trade opportunities could shift momentum. Add in the rookies and health uncertainties, and the team is walking a tightrope. Every injury, every practice rep, every roster move carries outsized importance right now. Cowboys Nation is glued to the updates, debating every decision and waiting to see if Dallas can turn these challenges into opportunities or if they'll spiral into chaos. This is the heart of what it means to be part of the Silver and Blue Brotherhood. We feel every high, every low, and we dissect it all together. So tell me, fans, are we on the verge of a turnaround or heading for a storm? Stay with me, because in the next few days, this story is going to get even hotter, and you're not going to want to miss a single development. And the tension doesn't stop there, because behind the scenes, the Cowboys front office is working overtime to navigate all these moving pieces while keeping the locker room intact. Every day brings a new challenge: injuries, holdouts, and trade rumors, and the coaching staff has to find a way to maintain focus and morale. The way they handle this next week could set the tone for the entire season. If Parsons stays out, if Blue isn't ready, and if the running game remains inconsistent, the pressure on both Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy will skyrocket. Yet, there's also a silver lining. Unexpected opportunities are arising for other players to step up, prove themselves, and potentially redefine their roles. In situations like these, the Cowboys have historically found diamonds in the rough guys who seize the moment and help carry the team through adversity. Fans should keep their eyes peeled, because the next few days will not only reveal how resilient this team really is, but could also foreshadow the kind of season Dallas is about to have, whether it's one of triumph or turbulence.